I mean, you already wrote for us. Damn, what's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounding like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready, I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show up. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick, whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick, real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick, whole squad on that real 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick, real quick. Whole squad on the real. Whole squad on that real. Yeah. The other night, lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Damn, okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about. No way to soften that. Cause me, I was trying to find out where I lost them at, but maybe I ain't lose them at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they need their favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for this song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, the seams are splitting. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeting me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps up P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Yeah, been on the move like the lease is up. And I can't even name one person that's keeping up. Damn, how I was in the past tense. Ask yourself, how do we match up now? Cause I'm only 27 and I'm only getting better. If I haven't passed you yet, watch me catch up now, for real.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now, don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wipe you, get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now, don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back.
Ball like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic. The webby, look at the boots, fleet. Headache, gotta wait till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.
Fall back here, get
it's a big, it's a no, so long as she get really, really, so now I mean, I mean, you throw back, we only met once, but we, like we go back, way back, run it, then we on track, but you can never ever be my man, you a whole snap, you said it on your IG page, I ain't say that, like, say that.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Chicago Bears. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 23-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st down, Royal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They'll keep it on the ground. Royal. And he's got this down to the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Buffalo 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
Back to throw. Hannah. And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 58.
Throwing to start the drive. Hannah. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hannah. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. And a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Royal. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Patriots have it. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Seventy, 19 tight, 19 tight. Back.
Looking to throw. Hannah toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Second and 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 65.
Throwing to start the drive. Hannah. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Hannah. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
19 Tiger. Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hannah. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Ross. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good. For Patriots. First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll look to throw again. Complete. Jefferson the target. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So what do you do if you've got a defense at cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Pats have cut it back within a score.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Royal. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Ready? Crack all 80. Ready?
Right back to him on first down. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
The career's my stake when you win your prime. The paper baby money's on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Come back, team. Let's go.
Back to throw. Hannah. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Get up.
Back to throw again. There was a short one caught by Loveland. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Come on, come on.
Looking to throw. Hannah. And that is incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
On 4th down, Hannah. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 5. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hannah. Now the incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
19 Tigers.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Here we go, set.
They'll run on first down. Royal. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to throw. Hannah. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hannah. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now they'll audible to something else.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ross. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New England.
The gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Ross. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
It's now 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
18 Cardinals.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Ross.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 4-point game. Well, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Looking to throw. Teague. And he's got his hand in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Teague.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. T. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone. Is it a momentary roadblock with that incompletion? No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
From the gun on 3rd down. T. It finds his target, Royal. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the Patriots 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
He's brought down at the 31. 10 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run first down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they will take a knee here.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Patriots, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.